think about the anatomy of authority in terms of something called a decision right. Now, to understand the decision right, I think is very simple. If I say to you, Denise, you have to stay home and drink jasmine tea tonight, okay? You will be revolted by this. And you will say, that's none of your business what I do. Okay? That is just a colloquial way of saying that it's not my decision right. It's not, I don't have the right to choose what you're going to do. Okay? I've been trying to explain this to my mother for a very long time. I give her this video. She's going to get it, but I'm not sure. Okay? So you have a decision right over what you're going to do. If I say to you, you can either stay home and drink tea or go to the opera. Okay? You will still say, this is not your decision right. This is my decision right, what my options are. Okay? But there are different kinds of decision right. In one case, it's a decision right of ratifying the decision, making a final choice. In the first case, it's an initiation right. It's initiating the decision, and it's an articulation right, articulating the option sets. Okay? So, this helps, right? Because now we can make distinctions. Remember that this is what we did with the emotions. We made a lot of distinctions. And we made distinctions until we could generate all of the differences that we thought could make a difference. So, on decision rights, I'm going to distinguish among a few. Okay? So I'm going to distinguish, first of all, a set of decision rights that I'm going to call decision management rights. Because these are the decision rights that are normally associated with management, and in particular middle management. And these are going to be things like the right to initiate a decision. If I wanted to start a process by which we could consider expanding the MBA program to 1,000 people here at Rock. Okay? We've been good. Why not go for broke? Okay? I, as the dean of the program, have the right to initiate that process. Doesn't mean I'm not an idiot. Okay? Doesn't mean that it's going to get ratified, but I can initiate it. I can say, let's start talking about it. Okay? If I think about somebody else, for instance, if I think about Kevin Frey, okay, he does not have the right to initiate that. I have to ratify his choice to initiate that discussion. Okay? Keep that very clearly in your minds, because as you go and work in hierarchies of whatever kinds, okay, there is always going to be an implicit or explicit set of rules about who gets to initiate a decision. Okay? And you will see that, you will sense it in your body. Okay? You will sense it in your viscera, even if it is never going to be placed on a piece of paper. Okay? It's not for a junior associate to say, should we maybe fire that client or have nothing to do with it. Okay? That's for a senior person. Notice that I've raised it as a question. I've initiated the discussion. Right? Right? So, there is a right to initiate, if you will, a decision process. Then there is the right to articulate what are the options. We've initiated. So we've initiated a decision process about expanding the program, or contracting the program, or doing some bloody thing to do. Okay? Who gets to articulate this? Is it that we create a whole family of programs that are interrelated? Is it that we simply expand or not one of the programs? Is it that we expand in collaboration with other programs at the university? Okay? Is it that we expand in collaboration with other universities? Notice that I'm articulating. Okay? I'm articulating options. I'm putting these options on the table. Okay? So this articulation right has to do with generating the option set. Right? And then in the realm of decision rights that are usually associated with management, there is something that I'm going to call decision implementation rights. Okay, so we've decided to do it. We've decided to scale up the program to 1,000 people because we want to rival Wharton in size, and the quality will come. Okay? Who's going to do this? Okay? Who's going to do the W? Who's going to do the work? Right? And it's usually not the ones, or it's quite often not the ones that have initiated the decision or ratified the decision. Okay? It's usually somebody else that gets the implementation right. Right? Who's going to implement? Like implement the course of action. Implement the action that corresponds to the choice that has been made. And these are going to be what I will call my decision management rights. Right? I can initiate, I can articulate.